We are less than 2 weeks from the July 31 non-waiver trade deadline, which means some of the biggest names in baseball are about to be traded. It always seems strange to trade a star, doesn't it? It's so hard to get one of those guys in the first place. When you trade them, are you moving forward? Finances are finances, but stars are stars. This week at the 30, in honor of the trade deadline, we look at the best player on each current roster to have been acquired via trade. The team didn't draft him or sign him as a free agent, they simply got him by convincing another team that what they were offering was better than the player being given up. As you will see, that team was very frequently wrong. American League East Blue Jays Josh Donaldson, acquired from Oakland for Brett Lawrie, Kendall Graveman, Nolin and Franklin Barreto. November 2014, the A's were already worried about Donaldson's free agency when they shipped off the budding MVP award candidate, and Toronto has reaped the benefits ever since, at least until Donaldson finally becomes a free agent this offseason. Oakland probably could have used him, as it turned out. OriolesAdam Jones, acquired with George Sherrill, Tillman, Mickolio and Tony Butler from Seattle for Erik Bedard, February 2008. The headline a decade ago, amusingly, was, Mariners trade 5 players for Bedard. That would be one way to put it. Bedard wasn't actually terrible for Seattle, but, come on, it's Jones. Video: Adam Jones has been a solid outfielder in his career. RaysChris Archer, acquired with Brandon Guyer, Robinson Chirinos, Hak-Ju and Fuld from the Chicago Cubs for Matt Garza, Fernando Perez and Zach Roskup. January 2011, Garza would never pitch in a postseason game again. He'd leave the Cubs for the Rangers right before their postseason run would begin. SoxChris Sale, acquired from the Chicago White Sox for Yoan Moncada, Kopech, Luis Alexander Basabe and Victor Diaz. December 2016, Moncada is already in the majors, and Kopech and Basabe are the White Sox's no. 2 and number 13 prospects, respectively. But Sale started the All-Star game. Video: 2018 ASG, Sale Ks1 in scoreless first inning. YankeesGiancarlo Stanton, acquired from Miami for Starlin Castro, Jorge Guzman and Jose Devers. December 2017, the first year has been slightly rocky for Stanton, but he has come around lately. Remember, of course, that he is signed through the 2027 season. 2027 is a very long time from now. Central IndiansCorey Kluber, acquired from San Diego for Ryan Ludwick, July 2010. This was a 3-team trade. Actually, Ludwick came from Street Louis, the Padres' reward for facilitating the Indians sending Jake Westbrook to the Cardinals. Hardly anyone noticed the prospect who went from San Diego to Cleveland in the deal. Video: CLE DET, Kluber picks up 1,300th strikeout of career. RoyalsBrad Keller, acquired from Cincinnati for cash or a player to be named. December 2017, Keller has been by far the Royals' best pitcher this year, and they got him from the Reds, who had plucked him from the D-backs in the Rule 5 draft for essentially nothing. Kansas City has a long way to go, but Keller's a start. Tigers' Miguel Cabrera, acquired with Dontrelle Willis from Florida for Cameron Maybin, Andrew Miller, Mike Rabello, Frankie De La Cruz, Dallas Stradhern and Erik Bedard. December 2007, this trade is so old the prospects are old now. Twins Eduardo Escobar, acquired with Pedro Hernandez from Chicago White Sox for Francisco Liriano, July 2012. This trade was lambasted at the time. The general consensus was that the Twins didn't get nearly enough back. His ceiling was thought to be a weak-hitting Omar Vizquel. White Sox Yoan Moncada, acquired with Michael Kopech, Luis Alexander Basabe and Victor Diaz from Boston for Chris Sale, December 2016. Yeah, he's probably already their best player. Video: White Sox acquire Moncada, Kopech and Sale trade West Angeles Andrelton Simmons, acquired with Jose Braceno from Atlanta for Sean Newcomb, Eric Aber, Chris Ellison cashed, November 2015. Simmons is one of the 20 best players in the majors, and better than he was in Atlanta by far. Newcomb hasn't been bad for the Braves this year, but he hasn't been as good as Simmons. Astros Justin Verlander, acquired with Juan Ramirez from Detroit for Franklin Perez, Jake Rogers and Daz Cameron, August 2017. Those prospects are currently nodes 1, 6, and 10 in the Tigers system, per MLB Pipeline. Perez just came back from a leg injury that cost him 3 months. Video: Justin Verlander's resurgence since trade to Astros Athletics. Lawrie, acquired from Houston for Brendan McCurry, November 2015. Lawrie is now an all-star, not that the Astros still have anywhere they could put him. Mariners Mitch Haniger, acquired with Gene Segura and Zach Curtis from Arizona for Tillman Walker and Kendall Mart, November 2016. The debate as to whether Haniger or Segura is the Mariners' best player, that's the only real question left about this trade. Video: must-see clutch, Haniger ties it, Segura wins it. Rangers Cole Hamels, acquired with Jake Diekman from Philadelphia for Jorge Alfaro, Nick Williams, Jake Thompson, Alec Asher, Jared Eichhoff and Matt Harrison, July 2015. The Rangers are about to trade Hamels again, and you can find a lot of those prospects they shipped over on the National League East, leading Phillies 3 years later. National League East Braves and Linseert, acquired with Dansby Swanson and Aaron Blair from Arizona for Shelby Miller and Gabe Speier, December 2015. It still hurts the soul to even look at this trade. Video: Bowman on Braves stealing for Swanson, Inseert, Blair Marlins Kyle Barraclough, acquired from Street. Lewis for Steve Cishek, July 2015. The Cardinals sure would love to have Barraclough right about now. Mets Noah Syndergaard, acquired with Travis d'Arnaud, John Buck and Wilmer Becerra from Toronto for R. A. Dickey, Josh Cole and Mike Nickias, December 2012. This one looked shaky for the Jays the day they made it, and it only got worse. Video: NYY at noon. Syndergaard K's Walker for 500th strikeout. Nationals Tree Turner, acquired from San Diego, June 2015. This was a complicated trade because it was a three-way trade and because Turner was a player to be named later who was finally named 6 months later. This trade remains a headache to figure out 3 years later, but rest assured, the Nationals are not complaining. Phillies Zach Eflin, acquired with Tom Windle from the Los Angeles Dodgers for Jimmy Rollins and cash, December 2014. Eflin has quietly been fantastic for the Phillies this year, though he's currently on the DL with a blister issue. Central Brewers Christian Yelich, acquired from Miami for Lewis Brinson, Monty Harrison, Isan Diaz and Jordan Yamamoto, January 2018. The Marlins were awfully helpful this offseason, weren't they? Video, Marlins trade Yelich to Brewers for 4 prospects. Cardinals JaysJosh, acquired from San Diego for John Jay. December 2015, Josh is having a better year so far than fellow Cardinals trade acquisition Marcell Ozuna. Which is not what the Cards had in mind. Cubs Anthony Rizzo, acquired with Zach Cates from San Diego for Andrew Keshner and Kyung-Min Na. January 2012, the Padres show up a lot here, don't they? Pirates Felipe Vasquez, acquired with Taylor Hearn from Washington for Mark Melancon. July 2016, suffice it to say, Vasquez Rivero would have come in handy the last couple of postseasons. Video, 2018 ESG, Vasquez Ks2 and scoreless appearance. Reds Eugenio Suarez, acquired with Jonathan Crawford from Detroit for Alfredo Simon. December 2014, the Reds are quietly better than you think, and getting an all-star for Alfredo Simon, who was back in Cincinnati a year later and out of baseball shortly after that, is a good reason why. West Diamondbacks Patrick Corbin, acquired with Rafael Rodriguez, Joe Saunders and Tyler Skaggs from the Los Angeles Angels for Dan Herron. July 2010, if the trade involved being funny on Twitter, it might have been more even. Dodger Yasmani Grandal, acquired from San Diego with Zach Eflin and Joe Whelan for Matt Kemp, Tim Federowicz and cash. December 2014, we're not counting, Manny Machado, so we'll go with Grandal, who is now, of course, teammates with the guy he was traded for. Giants Andrew McCutchen, acquired from Pittsburgh for Brian Reynolds, Kyle Crick and international bonus lot money. January 2018, McCutchen has been perfectly fine, but this trade still might not work out. Video, Giants acquire McCutchen and trade with Pirates. Padres Will Myers, acquired from Tampa Bay in a 3-way trade that is seriously so confusing. December 2014, see Turner, above. Rockies LeMahieu, acquired with Tyler Colvin from the Chicago Cubs for Casey Weathers and Ian Stewart. December 2011. He might get traded at this deadline too. Probably not to the Cubs, though. Will Leach is a columnist for MLB.com.